On June 23, 1997, a young woman finished her shift at work in downtown San Francisco. She planned to visit the beach that afternoon. She never made it home. Her name was Kristen Modafferi. More than 2 decades later, her disappearance remains one of California's most unsettling unsolved cases. Hi, I'm Isa, and welcome to Unsolved Crimes by Isa. This is a channel where we explore mysterious disappearances and unsolved crimes from around the world. Kristen Modafferi was 23 years old when she disappeared. She was an industrial design major at North Carolina State University. In the summer of 1997, she traveled to California to attend a photography course at the University of California, Berkeley. Kristen was described as creative, independent, and curious. She enjoyed photography, dance, and exploring new places. At the time, she lived with a roommate on Jane Avenue in Oakland, California. She was also taking a dance class while studying. Kristen worked 2 part-time jobs while living in the Bay Area. During the weekdays, she worked at Spinelli's coffee shop, located inside the Crocker Galleria in San Francisco's financial district. On weekends, she worked at Café Musée, inside the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. Before we continue, a quick note. English isn't my first language, so I may mispronounce some words, but I'll tell this story as clearly as I can, and I hope you stay with me. On June 23, 1997, Kristen was working her usual shift at Spinelli's coffee shop. Earlier that day, she asked a co-worker for directions to Baker Beach. Baker Beach is a scenic area near Land's End in San Francisco. Kristen's shift ended around 3 p.m. About 45 minutes later, she was seen again inside the Crocker Galleria. This time, she was not alone. Witnesses reported seeing Kristen on the 2nd floor of the Galleria with an unidentified blonde woman. What stood out was that the blonde woman was holding a green JanSport backpack. It looked similar to the one Kristen owned. The unidentified blonde woman has never been identified or located. Kristen's family believes the 2 women may have planned to meet and possibly left together. However, the manager of Spinelli's told police that Kristen left the building by herself. Regardless of which version is true, Kristen was never seen again after that moment. Soon, other concerning signs appeared. Kristen never picked up her final paycheck. The check was worth about $400. For a college student working part-time, this was very unusual. When Kristen failed to return home, her family reported her missing. Police began searching for answers. Investigators brought in bloodhounds to track Kristen's scent. The dogs followed her scent from the Crocker Galleria to the number 38 Geary Street bus stop. This bus travels across San Francisco toward the Sutro Park and Land's End Beach area. Later, the bloodhounds picked up Kristen's scent again at Sutro Park Beach, but at the shoreline, the trail suddenly stopped. No personal belongings were found. No witnesses came forward. There were no signs of a struggle. It was as if Kristen had simply vanished. While searching her belongings, investigators discovered a newspaper personal advertisement. The ad read, quote, "Friends, females seeking friends to share activities, music, photography, working out, walks, coffee, or simply the beach. Interested? Call me." It is unknown whether Kristen placed the ad herself or responded to it. All newspaper records from June 1997 were later destroyed. Because of this, the ad could never be traced. To this day, investigators do not know whether the advertisement is connected to her disappearance. On July 10, 1997, about 2 weeks after Kristen vanished, an anonymous caller contacted a local San Francisco television station. The caller claimed he knew the identities of 2 women who abducted and murdered Kristen. He said her remains were placed under a bridge in the Point Reyes area of Marin County, California. The women named by the caller denied the accusations. They believed the caller was a man named John Onuma. John Onuma later admitted to making the phone call. He said he did it to cause trouble due to workplace conflicts involving his girlfriend at the time. After Kristen disappeared, another woman came forward. She claimed that Onuma abused her and threatened to kill her. During the encounter, he allegedly told her, quote, "Now you know what happened to Kristen Modafferi." Several other women also reported disturbing incidents involving Onuma and his girlfriend. Police searched Onuma's residence. During the search, they found his girlfriend's journal. The journal was missing pages from the exact time Kristen disappeared. Despite these troubling details, there was no direct evidence linking them to Kristen's case. No charges were ever filed. John Onuma later moved to Hawaii. Investigators also briefly considered whether Robert Durst was involved. This was due to his connection to other missing persons cases. However, authorities do not believe he was involved in Kristen Modafferi's disappearance. More than 20 years later, Kristen Modafferi's case remains open. No arrests have been made. No body has ever been found. Her family is still waiting for answers. So what do you think really happened to Kristen Modafferi? Did she meet someone she trusted that day? Or did something unexpected happen that was never uncovered? If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more unsolved cases like this, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next one. Leave your thoughts or theories in the comments below.